man. You gotta cut your own stuff, man.
What's up?
I said it sucks. You gotta cut your own stuff.
I
I've been
know.
asking this guy, could you please get somebody in the cut department?
Every time I come here, this is broken.
Really?
Yeah. It's never been working.
Fucking shit, man. I need this cut perfectly straight, man. I just try to cut a piece.
This week, I was glue laminating the plywood seat for the chair. The first thing I had to do is pick up some wood glue with an extended drying time and some 2x2 strips of wood to help with the clamping. Since I don't have a car, I taped the pieces of wood to the crossbar of my bike. To be honest, I had visions of the wood breaking loose and it catapulting me out in front of an oncoming bus, but it actually worked surprisingly well. I'm reusing the formwork from a previous chair that I made, so I had to cut down these crossbeams by a couple of inches to adjust the size of the formwork to make a smaller seat. I then screwed all the crossbeams to the MDF formwork which I'd previously cut out on the CNC mill. The next step was to trim the 3 layers of plywood that would make up the seat. Typically I do this in the wood shop on the table saw, but I was stuck for time so I had to do it at home with the circular saw. The downside of cutting the wood at home is that you really have to clean up unless you want to be picking sawdust out of your socks for the next couple of weeks. Once everything was ready, we had to cover 2 of the 3 sheets of plywood with wood glue. We used some cheap paint rollers to make sure we got an even coverage on both sheets. Then came the tricky part of the lamination. We pressed the plywood down onto the formwork and used the strips of wood with a clamp on either side to secure it in place. This technique had worked for me before, but on this particular evening it really didn't go our way and I ended up snapping the front of the seat. In hindsight, I really should have made formwork for both the top and the bottom of the seat. This would not only make the lamination process much easier, but it would also give me a much better lamination as it would apply the pressure much more evenly throughout the surface of the plywood. Despite the failure of the lamination for the actual seat, I learned quite a few lessons making it that's going to help for the next version, and I think the chair is really starting to come together now. Oh, shit.
Smoking weed on the yacht, isn't it the chronic? Plus the hoes good, it's feeling like rosewood. That black, all the bullshit, we on it.